Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. Today I've got a small layout update for you, as well as I'm going to be explaining the new camera I've purchased and some of the accessories that it came with. Not too much has changed on the layout, but I had Chris over, Go Via or Go Home. I had him over a couple days ago. He brought a couple ideas to the layout, and I really enjoyed his company coming over. So I'm going to kind of outline some of the ideas that we talked about, some of the changes I want to implement. So sit back and enjoy the show. Alright, so this is the box to my new camera. It is a Sony HDR CX440 Handycam. It came in a kit that I got off Amazon, and kind of the story behind this is I was gonna bet on one on the Best Buy auction site, and it kind of went a little bit above my price range, but I also had bid on a tripod, and when the camera went above my price range, I just decided to buy one off either eBay or Amazon. I found this deal on Amazon, which was great other than the fact that it was in US dollars. So I ended up spending a little more than I wanted, and I ended up with two tripods because I ended up winning the auction, and it ended up coming with one in the kit. But I'm pretty happy, and I'm pretty impressed with the camera so far. I've only had it for a couple hours. I haven't really played with it too much, so sorry if I'm over zooming or under zooming or going around too quick, but just bear with me. So if we kind of move, you can see that it came with a second battery and second charging kit. So the camera itself came with a little USB charger that plugs directly into the camera. This actually is a wall charger for the second battery, which comes with a car 12-volt adapter for your cigarette lighter, as well as I guess the European style plug, which I'll probably never use. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna loosen this up so it's a little less jerky for you. Right here you can see that I've got some of the screen protectors that I have to cut and shape myself. Some SD card holders. This is actually some screen cleaning kits. This is, if we zoom out just a smidge, the camera carrying case. And then the secondary tripod. Now this is a smaller tripod. It came in the kit. I have not used it yet, as I'm using the one that I won off the auction site. So I may be looking to sell one or just kind of keep them, and you know, you never know. So let's get moving on the layout update. Okay guys, I don't know if you remember, but there used to be that giant piece of wood that hanging down. It held the outlet, the power outlet, and the RJ11 phone jack. I have been talking about ripping this up since I started building my 4x8. I finally went ahead and did that in preparation for putting up some backdrop. At the moment, I'm just going to purchase some Bristol board, which is just poster board, or like some thin foam board. Just something that I can paint sky blue and put up to hide this nasty brick wall and studs and whatnot on the other sides. You know, I painted the foam, and that made such a difference that I want to get the backdrop put up, as well as some curtains to hide the storage areas hung, just to make that much of a difference, because I really think that just doing little things like that will really make it look more finished than it is. So that's kind of my next project in the next couple of weeks. Okay guys, over here not too much has changed. But what I will introduce you to is my little cardboard cutout. So a couple weeks ago I was talking to Go Via or Go Home. His name is Chris. I've mentioned him quite a few times in my past videos. We actually got together last Friday, and we ran some trains. He gave me some ideas what to do. But before he came over, I had cut out just small cardboard footprints of some of the kits that I've chosen for my layout. Now this isn't final. You know, I want to do some more research before I actually go out and buy the kits, but it's nice to have you know, the exact measurements on how big they are and how much space they will take up on the layout. So one of the examples here is for my my little grain hopper siding. So basically the name of the kit is the H.J. Simpson Feed and Seed. You can see that it's 2.5 by 3.5 inches, It is by Bar Mill Scale Models Works, and it's number 0742, part number 0742. So what that does is that allows me to not only get the size, but it, you know, if I want to look it up quickly, I can just type in either the name or the model number, and that can come up really nice and quick, and I don't have to go searching again. So definitely recommend doing something like that before you go out and buy kits. I know myself, in this case, I haven't really done any impulse buys with kits, but I've got some ones that, you know, I picked up at yard sales for a couple bucks, and I may not be able to use, or I may be able to use, but it's just that kind of thing to save some money if you can't use it. Over here also, I've just kind of marked a road. I'm not sure if we can see this on camera. I'm going to zoom in here. Oh yeah, okay, so those dots, they're measured about 3.5 inches wide, and it basically creates a road that runs along the track, and in this case off the layout or into a parking lot for the H.J. Simpson Feed and Seed. But coming this way, it actually turns and goes over the siding track and towards what should be the furlough, transfer, and freight. Other than that, I've really done nothing on this side. Okay, on this side, I have done some work. You can notice the cardboard cutouts over here as well. So you can see definitely the one on the left here, which is supposed to be the Magic Pan Bakery. It is certainly oversized for the layout. I do plan on seeing if I can cut it down. I want to do some more research. You know, obviously that's a little big for not only that siding, but for my entire layout. So that's something that I want to look into, see if I can cut it down, maybe even in half, and make it better for my layout. But what I've done to the track work is I've actually, and it's not final, I haven't cut all the track, is you can see I've shortened kind of the lead to the siding to about there, and it comes down to the switch just like it used to, and it backs up, and you can fit about 2 cars and a locomotive in the siding still. I didn't want to cut off too much. It's about the same though. I just kind of changed the angle it's at. And then now the siding that you actually have to reverse into has been shortened massively to be able to fit only 1 car. And I've also snugged it up there beside the crossing. And that just allows some more room at the front of the layout. Now, over here, I've done sort of the same thing. Now I've taken out my switch. I had an Atlas snap switch here with some curves. It is now just a single straight siding. Again, I kind of shortened it up a little bit and kept it closer to the branch line and away from the side of the layout, because my plan is I'm actually going to add another foot into the middle here and have my town scene with a road going through it and whatnot. Having an extra foot there still allows me to reach to the end track, the main line at the wall, without my arm or gut dragging on the layout whatsoever. So I will be adding that in, I don't know, the near future. Who really knows? But that's kind of something exciting, because when I kind of planned my layout, I didn't plan for industries, I just planned for track, because I really like, I'm really good with track, but not good with industries. So one of the things that Chris has really helped me with is kind of slowing down and thinking about what industries I want to put and what sizes they are and how I may need to change some things around. Kind of moving over here in the corner, you can't really see it, but it's just going to be a junkyard back in the corner there. I've just, none of the track work has changed. I've just got some cardboard cutouts there. Okay, so over here we have a mine that Chris lent me. What's his is mine and mine is his, is the joke that he made. He brought this over when he came over Friday, and I'm kind of digging it. We thought maybe we'd put a mine here, and I think I'm gonna go with it. 2 things. I want to cut it in 2 separate places. Well, maybe 3, depending on how you count it. The first cut, I'd like to probably take this off so it's a 2-stall, and have kind of a broken up siding over on the left there that is no longer used. Maybe it has an old abandoned car there. The middle would still be used, and I may extend the siding back so that you can get, like right now there's actually 2 cars in there, so you know, that way you fill one, you can push one back, that sort of stuff. A second area that I'd like to change, I'm just going to move this because it's easier, is the truck fill up. So I think I might only want 1 or 2 stalls for that. Again, it's a smaller layout. I don't want anything terribly overpowering. So I'm thinking of, you know, just a single drop chute for the trucks. I want to board up this hole for the conveyor, and if I kind of pan over here, I plan to put a mountain here, which is why I have this gap for, you know, have this hump in the main line. So I thought about possibly cutting a hole and having it up like that, or something. Excuse the marker on my hand. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking for this area. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize if this doesn't really fit into the video. I had kind of a problem recording this earlier, just this part with the mine, so I had to re-record it, so sorry in advance for this, guys. Okay guys, last but not least, actually kind of least, is my lift out. So I've been talking about possibly remaking it for a while, and this is still just some speculation. It works great, it really does. I slip it in there. I don't even need the bolts and wing nuts like I planned. Those little trailer connectors work flawless. Everything is really smooth, but I think what I might end up doing is adding an extra foot or so onto the side, as well as hinging it onto the corner here. And what that does is then it would be a swing gate instead of a lift out, and I would be able to build a water scene onto it, and it would always be upright, so I wouldn't have to worry about constantly putting it on the floor, possibly breaking things. You know, I want a small water scene, so that means a trestle or a bridge, and you know, some fine detail and rocks and what have you in a stream. So I think that a lift out is great, but I do want to redo it. You know, take the time, make sure it's all snug and supported correctly. So you know, winter's coming up. That's likely going to be done this winter. Definitely no rush for anything. Alright guys, thanks for watching my layout update. I know not too much has changed, but I hope that any constructive criticism that you've got, you can leave a comment on the video. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be, go ahead and click that button, or if you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up it. And like I said, if you have any constructive criticism or just comments you want to make, feel free to leave a comment down below. I do read all of them, and I really appreciate all your guys' feedback. So until next time, enjoy your bacon.